Vocalist and songwriter Tweet shot to fame in the early 2000s with her iconic hit, Oops, Oh My. But after that, she completely disappeared after experiencing a number of setbacks in her personal and professional life. Here's what happened to Tweet after releasing a chart topper. Tweet, whose real name is Charlene Keyes, was born in Rochester, New York. As a young girl, she sang in church alongside her parents and older siblings, and then later enrolled in Rochester's School of the Arts. In 1990, she gave birth to her first daughter at age 19, but she made the decision to leave her daughter in Florida in the care of her parents while she moved around to pursue a career in music. Tweet started her career in 1994 in the girl group Sugar, and was a part of the Swing Mob Collective, which was founded by Devontae Swing of Jodeci.
I'm made of sugar and spice and everything nice. That's what a woman like me is like.
While there, she formed friendships with other members from the collective like Genuine, Timbaland, Magoo, and Missy Elliott, who she still remains close friends with. She would end up collaborating with those members in later years. By 1999, Swing Mob had crumbled, and the group hadn't released any singles or albums in all of the years they were a part of the collective. So Tweet returned to Florida, where she fell into a deep depression and even contemplated suicide. She was living with her parents and working various jobs to take care of herself and her daughter until she got a call from Missy Elliott, asking her to contribute background vocals to her third studio album. Tweet ended up doing background vocals and ad-libs on about 12 songs for Missy for 3 albums. From there, she worked on albums for Whitney Houston, Madonna, Bubba Sparks, Ja Rule, Monica, Timbaland and Magoo, and Mark Ronson. She refers to Missy as her guardian angel because she changed her life. In an interview with Billboard, she said, "I'd put all my life and trust in this group, and nothing happened. I felt like a failure." And in Rolling Stones, she said, "Instead of going to a psychiatrist, I started writing songs." She signed a record deal with Elektra under Missy Elliott's Goldmine Inc. label, and her debut single, Oops, Oh My, was released in January 2002.
Came home, say, around 2:45, still so high. Oops, there goes my shirt up over my head. Oh my, ooh, some kind of touch caressing my leg.
The track was written by her and Missy Elliott and produced by Timbaland. It was instantly a hit in the United States and reached number 7 on Billboard's Hot 100 and number 1 on Billboard's Hot R&B and Hip Hop Songs. It also reached number 5 in the UK. In April, she released her debut album, Southern Hummingbird, and it sold 200,000 copies in its first week. It has since sold nearly 1 million copies. To promote the album, she went on tour as an opening act for British R&B singer Craig David on his North American dates. Then, she opened for Mary J. Blige for selected dates. She performed at the Soul Train Music Awards as well as the BET Awards. She was also endorsed by Gap, Citizen Watches, and Candies Foundation. Her second single, Call Me, reached number 31 on Billboard's Hot 100 and number 9 on Billboard's Hot R&B and Hip Hop Songs.
Call me, ooh, when you need me, baby. You don't have to, we can do something, baby, take.
Call Me was used in Verizon advertisements, which helped boost its popularity.
Free Up, the better way to prepay from Verizon Wireless, has everything you're looking for in your free. It's the freedom to communicate paid up front. Verizon Wireless. Join in.
She also had a sponsorship from AOL. She had 2 minor acting gigs around that time. Both were cameo appearances in The Parkers and the dance movie Honey. Tweet appeared on the posthumous unreleased Aaliyah track, Where Could He Be? By 2004, she was recording music for her second album, but the release was halted due to label changes. At the time, Elektra Entertainment Group started merging with Atlantic Records, which meant that Tweet and the other artists at Missy's Gold Mine, Inc. would move to a new label. During the merge, her new team made her remove about 6 songs from the album and made all of the decisions when it came to what tracks would make the album. The record was also pushed back a few times. The lead single, Turn the Lights Off, was released in October 2004, and it featured Missy Elliott. The song didn't really have much commercial success, and it failed to chart. Her second album, It's Me Again, was also a commercial failure, selling only 55,000 copies in its first week. The failure was a result of the new label refusing to push and promote the record or singles. Soon after, she left her manager Mona Scott and Violator Management and joined Music World Management with Matthew Knowles. She would continue doing background vocals for various artists, but her personal life and solo career was plagued with a number of setbacks again, causing her to spiral into another deep depression. In 2007, she signed with Gerald Busby's Umbrella Records, and she was recording material for her third album. In 2008, she released the single, Goodbye My Dear, featuring rapper T.I., and her album, Love Tweet, was slated to be released in April. But unfortunately, Gerald died that year while they were working on the album. 2 years later, in 2010, she parted ways with Umbrella after numerous delays and lack of promotion for her record. She was also struggling in her personal life. She told the LA Times, I was at my wit's end. I was drinking every day, smoking 3 packs of cigarettes. I was like, come on, this can't be life. In another interview, she said, I just knew that I wasn't happy. I did have suicidal thoughts at times. I didn't want to be around anybody because I felt like nobody could help. She also mentioned that becoming a grandmother is what motivated her. In 2012, she started posting her unreleased tracks on SoundCloud and on her website. Then in 2013, she released a 5-track EP titled Simply Tweet through DeBose Music Group. In 2016, she released her long-awaited third album, Charlene, which made the list for Rolling Stone's Best R&B Albums of 2016. And of course, she collaborated with Missy and Timbaland for the album. Around this time, she started dating megachurch pastor Jamal Bryant when she turned to church to help get her through her struggles. The couple made a television appearance on a show called The Preachers, where Jamal professed his love for her and called her his last lady.
We have grown into an incredible friendship. I call her my last lady.
The couple called it quits 2 years later, and Tweet called out the shady side of church. She said that churches exploits Christians for monetary gain instead of caring for souls.
I'm not shutting up no more. I'm not. Speak my truth. What y'all want to know?
I'm so weak.
I'm sick of it.
So
like
weak.
you. Enough is enough. I'm tired. I'm tired now. Tired. And it's coming out in the music. It's coming out in interviews. It's coming out. I'm saying what I want to say. I'm not shading nobody. I'm telling my truth. And church has been the worst. I will not do church anymore. I love God, like you said, and I have a relationship with God, but you won't see me in nobody's church house. Not giving them nobody, not my tithes. I'm not giving 10% to nobody, period. That's it. I'm just sick of church.
What y'all gotta understand is my mom, when she like 2000 and I want to say 6 or 7, she this was after It's Me Again. She really, I saw my mom life. She transformed, but like in front of my eyes. She literally gave her life to Christ and really wanted to be steadfast and really do what she wanted to do for God and stuff like that. But to see your efforts kind of be sped on, and to see that people in church that you put your, not faith in, but you start to trust people because you think they're living what they're preaching or singing about, and to see a lot of people behind closed doors not be nothing. It's a culture. It was a culture shock for me.
For
sure.
me too, because I grew up, my pastor, Elder Glass, was holy. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I came up thinking everybody that was in the church, you know, had those type of standards. If I'm saying I'm living for God, I'm really living for God. So that's why when I said, when I get saved, it's for real. You know what I mean? And that's what I did. I totally committed, like committed. It's a commitment. It's a lifestyle. And I changed my lifestyle. You know what I mean? But then in that change of my lifestyle, Bishop Weeks, who is incredible, he's an incredible man of God, integral. Bishop Weeks, if he still had his church in Atlanta, I would drive there and go to his church. He taught me integrity. He taught me that. And he taught me that it ain't like everything we grew up, you know, God didn't say we couldn't do all of this. Like, you can live your life and still be holy. You know what I mean? You ain't got to be in no long skirts and barefaced and all of that. You can live your life. You know what I mean? But in all of that, I found, and I've come into contact with people that really just shocked me. Like, really? 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 You doing that? Really?
Tweet was a guest on Solange's 2016 album, A Seat at the Table, adding vocals to 3 tracks on the album.
I got a lot to be mad about. Get away. Don't you cry, baby. Rains in the sky.
Today, Tweet continues to tour and release music. She's currently working on a new album, and she just released 2 new singles titled Remedy and I Admit. She is also focused on being a grandmother, and her daughter, who is also a singer, is currently pregnant with her 2nd grandchild. When we think about timeless R&B songs from the 2000s, Oops Oh My and Call Me usually comes to mind. Imagine the amount of content we would have gotten from Tweet if she had the right record companies backing her. I'll leave links to all of Tweet's recent music in the description box so that you guys can support it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and like this video and subscribe to Black Femininity TV for more content.